da, da. Here comes the FUD. Da, na, na, na. Here comes the FUD. Da, na, na, na. What's up, baby? Good morning. Jeez, I need a cut, bro. I look like a runaway slave right now. Hello. Welcome back to the My Crypto Journey live stream. Smash the like button. Push us up in the old algorithm. Subscribe to the channel if you like being here, and consider becoming a member. Why not? You have nothing to lose except paying me money every month. Come on now. Come on now. I have to be at least up there with a Netflix subscription. No? Okay. What's up, babies? What's up? It's good to have you guys in the chat. And of course, we have some FUD going on, which is there's some truth to it. And we'll go through the history of it because there's a lot of people reporting on it that they're not really getting it completely right, but the spirit is right. The spirit of what's going on with Binance US is right? The spirit of it. But it's good to see you guys in the chat. What's up, baby? Smash the like button. All the usual suspects in the chat. Javi, of course, first. We have Sacco Edgar. What's up, Sacco? I'm glad you like my Ren reaction. More reactions coming out today. Maybe some shorts. We have Slim Cheeses. Combo. Good morning. Obeyed. Taylor, what's up, babies? How you doing? How you doing? Jason, good morning. Good morning. We have Black Voices. Good morning. Rex Scoper, Andre. What's up, Andre? How you doing, bro? It's Summers. What's up? It's Summers. How you doing? How you doing? Shout out to all my members, you guys. I do appreciate the support. Bryn Rex, good morning. Good morning. Steve. Yes, Netflix is a scam. Get your eggplant. Eggplants, Netflix, eggplant. Come on. Come on. You know what I mean? Dopey dude, what's up? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, so we have to start off with a Twitter post, which she just replied to me. Look at Tina. I'm just saying, hey, crypto people, we need to stick together. But her name's Tina.eth. She's a crypto person. She's been in the space for a while. I've known of her. But she says, let me pull this up. She says, Binance US just updated their terms of service. Your crypto deposits are no longer FDIC insured. If Binance US goes down, you will not be able to get your money back. So that's kind of partly true and not true, because if you guys understand, we know that crypto's never been FDIC insured. It's about your US dollar deposits. But the spirit of that is correct. This is a pretty bad explanation of what's going on. And she replied saying, this is the news, babe. You could draw conclusions for yourself, not my job. And I said, crypto was never FDIC insured, just US dollar deposits. So Decrypt. So Decrypt put that out, but Decrypt is tripping, because if you go to this article by CoinTelegraph, which their credibility is a little weird. It's going to be U.S. dollar deposits and user wallets are no longer eligible for FDIC insurance protection. You know what I mean? So let me go ahead and copy and paste that right there. So maybe we should get the two publications to fight, because crypto's not FDIC insured. It's never been, but maybe Decrypt said that. So yeah. But let's go over the market. So a little bit of confusion out there, but crypto is never FDIC insured. And that's why Voyager is in a little bit of trouble right now. So Voyager's a little bit of trouble because they implied that they were different than other exchanges, that there may be some FDIC insurance on crypto. But, the federal government's like, we ain't insuring that shiz. So it's US dollar deposits are supposed to be insured. But it looks like for Binance US, that's not going to be the case. But let's go over the market, and then we'll get into that news a little more in depth. So the overall cryptocurrency market is down. Now, obviously, yesterday we had a huge catastrophe, you could say, with CoinTelegraph posting a news headline that was not true, which was the spot Bitcoin ETF by BlackRock was approved, which was not true. Everybody ran with it. I was watching Cryptos R Us this morning, yesterday, and I was freaking out like, oh no, this is a great day. Because remember, the two largest pumps we've had, or you could say the three. Well, no, two, because yesterday I didn't count. But the two largest pumps we've had in crypto so far have been, one, because of the resolution of the XRP SEC lawsuit. XRP absolutely sent, which sent the rest of the market. And then, of course, when we heard the news that BlackRock and big money managers were going to get into cryptocurrency, and that's when the market started to run. So obviously, that's a bullish thing. A lot of people don't like it because it's going to become more centralized, people think, because they're going to be buying up all the Bitcoin. So get your Bitcoin before these crazy people do. But that was the news yesterday, and it turns out it was an intern. And we'll get into more in depth about that story near the end of the stream. But the overall cryptocurrency market is kind of trading sideways, sitting at 109 right now, $1.09 trillion. Our trending cryptos are Bitcoin, Orbs, and Loom Network. Loom Network down significantly after pumping like crazy. I don't know what Orbs is, but it's up 58%. So very, very interesting. Now, our top gainers on the day are going to be OKB, which I'm assuming that's OKX's token. ApeCoin up 2% and Toncoin. Now, obviously, Toncoin is Telegram's cryptocurrency, and I think that Telegram and crypto go hand in hand, you know? And ApeCoin, obviously, ApeCoin was interesting because it had a really nice start. Now, it's so hard for cryptos to get listed on centralized exchanges, especially the big ones, without paying a ton of money and having a lot of credibility in this space, especially in these days, right? With all this stuff with security, not a security, and people getting sued and all kind of crazy stuff. ApeCoin was able to launch everywhere simultaneously, and it had a nice start. Now, obviously, Yuga Labs has been in a little bit of trouble lately when it comes to, board at Yops and stuff like that. And ApeCoin, really, it's about the other side, their metaverse, which, I mean, metaverses it's such a buzzword. I don't even know if it's a real serious thing. I mean, who knows, right? Who knows? But, it's up 2% on the day, but been a real disappointment in a lot of people's eyes, but most cryptos are down. I wonder if it'll be able to make a recovery. Loom Network down significantly, 30% after absolutely sending the last few days. I don't know what happened there. Thorchain down 8%, and then Sui down 7% on the day. Okay, so this is the news. So Binance US halts direct dollar withdrawals. Now, Binance US has been coming under the scrutiny of the SEC a lot. Remember, in February, Paxos was told they had to stop minting their stablecoin BUSD following regulatory action because they were selling a quote-unquote unregistered security. Remember, Binance US and Binance, in theory, are two separate entities, and CC doesn't have control over them, which I think that he probably does have some sort of control over Binance US. But Paxos had to stop minting their stablecoin. Now, one of the things that I always talk about that I really liked about BUSD is even though there was a ton of FUD, even though everyone and their mom was redeeming their BUSD or swapping it for something else or cashing it out, it never depegged. It was completely liquid. And as far as we know, it's always been liquid. So shout out to ZZ for actually, showing some sort of transparency in the space. Like no one was scared of BUSD depegging. Well, they were, but it never happened, right? Unlike USDC and another stable coins, Terra Luna, that we could reference, right? So this sort of, Binance US termination or extermination has been happening since February of this year. And check this out. So in March, I believe, or June, excuse me, the SEC filed 13 charges against Binance entities and founder CZ, right? And remember, Binance.com is operating in the rest of the world, right? Binance.com is the number one exchange. It's not even close. Binance US is like usually top 10, if not top 15. So, but it's still a pretty large cryptocurrency exchange. But they don't really have any jurisdiction outside the United States. It's just they can only do what they can here. And so there's been a real coordinated effort, in my opinion, to get rid of or really crack down on US-based cryptocurrency exchanges because they have to follow the law of the land, right? If you're operating in the United States, you got to follow the law of the land. And this is why Coinbase is going through much crap, right? Now, with the collapse of Signature Valley Bank and other banks that were involved with cryptocurrency, it's going to be hard for some of these exchanges to, off and on ramp, US dollars, right? So no one's going to want to work with them because they're scared that, the SEC will come after them. And so what we're seeing today is that Binance US is halting direct dollar withdrawals, right? And they're probably going to lose. They're losing their FDIC insurance with the money on the exchange, right? So usually your money is insured in banks and on these cryptocurrency exchanges, but your crypto's not insured. So when a cryptocurrency company goes bankrupt, your crypto is, up for grabs. But if you have dollars on there, well, that's insured. Well, guess not on Binance US anymore. So that sucks for people who are using Binance US. Now, Binance US asks users to convert United States dollars into stablecoin for withdrawal. So it's not all over. If you can, if you spent some time in DeFi and you're not completely new, this is not a hard thing to do. Just swap it to Tether or swap it to Circle. That's probably the best option, USDC, and then send it to another place and then withdraw it, right? Send it to your Coinbase account and then withdraw it, or send it to a non-custodial wallet, then, and just keep it there. If I was using Binance US, I wouldn't even be dealing with it right now. There's too much heat. I would take everything on there, convert it or just transfer it out into a non-custodial wallet. And yes, they do hate CZ. Now, what this reminds me of, and this story came out a little while ago, like 5 days ago. So Caroline Ellison, she's testifying against SBF and FTX, right? Obviously, she exposes his frantic obsession with crushing Binance. So remember, this is a funny picture, but Sam Bankman-Fried was on a he was on a warpath to try to get Binance regulated out of existence. Sam Bankman-Fried was donating so much to politicians, second largest donor to Joe Biden. And he was doing what he can to become the number one exchange because there was an FTX US and an FTX.com. He wanted to control the market. Even though Binance and CZ were like early investors in FTX and they were buddy-buddy in the beginning, at the end of their relationship or at the end of FTX, CZ made it public and said, hey, I'm tired of pretending to be friends when we're not friends. When I know that you're going behind everyone's back and trying to get regulators to crush us by paying them off. And man, the stories that came out of court yesterday with, I think it was what's his name? Nishad Singh. I mean, he had the most insane bombshells in the entire FTX case. Sam Bankman-Fried was breaking bread to hang out with anyone. If you guys thought this guy was some curly-head, nappy-headed, dusty guy because he was an effective altruist and he didn't care about materialistic things, you're wrong. Because he spent millions and billions of dollars trying to become friends with people, paying politicians off, living a luxurious lifestyle, all to put on this front that he was some nice guy just trying to help everyone because he's dusty, right? So it's crazy. It's crazy. Like everything that's coming out of this case is crazy. And I thought Caroline Ellison's testimony was going to be the most incriminating. It's Nishad Singh's. It's absolutely insane. And shout out to Tiffany Fong for really covering this whole situation. Holla at your boy, Tiffany. Absolutely insane, right? Absolutely insane. So that's pretty much the scoop with Binance. Look, if you have money on Binance US, I would get it off. Don't sue me, Binance. I don't know if that's a thing, but I wouldn't trust. First of all, I don't trust any centralized exchanges because when shit hits the fan, your crypto is theirs to do whatever they need to do with it. So just be very wary of that situation. So Binance US, no bueno. Is Binance.com going to be affected? I doubt it. There's a lot of shadiness going on. I'm working on a story right now with Justin Sun and HTX and Huobi, and Binance may be complicit and all that, but I mean, who knows, right? Who knows? Now, the other top story of the day is the fact that Uniswap is going to charge 0.15% fees on crypto swaps involving ETH, USDC, and other tokens. This was such a huge story yesterday. This came out yesterday. Everyone's freaking out that Uniswap is charging 0.15% for swapping tokens. And, ETH, USDC, who cares? Do you care? Now, here's the thing. Some meme coins have these insane taxes that you don't want any more taxes. But some of these meme coins have like 10% taxes in and then 10% out. So 20% round trip, right? And if you don't make a bunch of money, then you're getting wrecked, right? Because sometimes you only make a 10% gain anyways, and you're losing that on taxes. But a 0.15% swap fee is an insane thing to get mad about, right? It's an insane thing to get mad about. Now, I remember Uniswap, they got sued. Right. So Uniswap and VC backers sued for selling unregistered securities. Now, this class action lawsuit is pretty much old news. Now, this happened on April 18th, 2022. Now, we had a resolution that the court sided with Uniswap over the class action lawsuits because it's unclear whether they're selling unregistered securities or not. Now, what we do know that Uniswap is doing is that they're allowing anybody and their mom to go on their platform and launch any shitcoin, and it usually is going to rug people. I mean, if you just go to freaking DEX tools, right? And obviously, Uniswap is the biggest decentralized exchange on the Ethereum network, right? And everybody uses it. And if you go to live new pairs, everybody knows it's right here. And you look at all the new pairs listed on the Ethereum exchanges, right? They're all Uniswap, like liquidity pools, right? And if you go down far enough, you see a bunch of minus 100s and stuff like that. These are all rug pull scams, and a lot of these are honeypots. But in my opinion, you can't require them to KYC everyone and like dox everyone, because then you'll lose like the true, like you could say sanctity of DeFi. It'll be gone. And then what's the point? It might as well be a centralized exchange. So should they have to vet every single person that launches on their platform? No, I don't think so. And I can't imagine them being sued for it. Now, what I could see happening is that something like Uniswap could be banned in places that don't want to deal with their people like United States getting rugged all the time, because let's be honest, most of these are scam rug pools. But how do you manage to vet those people without, destroying what Uniswap is? It's like, well, then we'll just have centralized exchanges. Now, here's the thing. What they could do is have some sort of complex contract reader that makes it so any malicious contracts, that are you could say launched on their decentralized exchange, maybe like honeypots and stuff like that, because a lot of these contracts are honeypots. Maybe they won't allow them to launch. But then my issue is, if the contract isn't renounced, then you could just change the contract at any moment you want and then make it turn into a honeypot later. And obviously, you can't just say, oh, you can't launch a contract if it's not renounced, because sometimes good cryptocurrency products have their contract not renounced so they can make changes down the road with taxes and different things of that sort. So it's kind of a weird loop, but everyone was up in arms over Uniswap charging a 0.15% fee. And I think this is cheaper. I think this is cheaper, really, than anything out there right now. Pancake swap and stuff like that. And here's the thing. I don't mind Uniswap people getting paid. I don't know where these guys are from. I don't think they're even doxxed. But I don't mind. Now, the cool thing about Uniswap is that they've made a lot of great changes. Now, what I like about them, this is my shitcoin wallet. I don't really have $1,900 in here. I have about $3 in here. But they've showed it's like you can do BNB swaps now. So that's great. So Uniswap version 3 allows you to do BNB chain swaps, which is nice. Which, if we're going to be honest, people may start using this over Pancake Swap. So that might wreck Pancake Swap. But what I do like about this is that before it was hard to tell what was exactly in your wallet without going to Etherscan. But right now, if you plug your wallet, you can see all the little scam tokens that people send you, and you shouldn't trade because they're probably dust tokens, right? That's going to sweep your entire wallet. They're just been making a lot of gains, right? They tell your NFTs, your pools, different activity and stuff like that. So I think that Uniswap is building in the bear market, and I think that they're going to continue to dominate when the market starts to run again, because people are going to be buying ERC20 tokens, right? That's what I think, right? Now, let's get into the clarification on sharing false spot Bitcoin ETF news, because CoinTelegraph, really a reputable cryptocurrency news outlet, got absolutely riggedy wrecked right yesterday. One mistake from one intern got them wrecked, and now no one's going to believe them, right? And it's funny. This is actually hilarious, and I'll show you guys this, because obviously it was news with the SEC, right? The SEC posted, which is fucking hilarious. Excuse me. Let me see if I can find that post. I should have had it up already. But they said, careful what you read on the internet. The best source of information about the SEC is the SEC, which is hilarious, right? I put shots fired by CoinTelegraph. So obviously taking a shot at CoinTelegraph and stuff like that. But yeah, it was an intern mistake, apparently, Tyra. What's up, Tyra? How you doing? So check this out. So dear CoinTelegraph readers, we are incredibly grateful for the support and trust you have placed in our publication over the last 10 years. We strive to deliver the most thoughtful, engaging, and impactful news affecting the cryptocurrency space. Sidebar here, there was an account that was, there was an account on Rollbit that we thought like someone was gambling within CoinTelegraph, which they may very well be, but I can't find that post. But someone betted on Bitcoin to go to 30K and made like $2.5 million, like a big, here it is right here, a big bag. And Rollbit posted, "Is this you?" So I don't know if there's anything going on, any insider gambling, but it could seem that way. I don't know. Anyways, they said earlier today during routine coverage, CoinTelegraph's social media team posted a message on X without prior editorial approval, stating that the United States Securities and Exchange Commission had approved BlackRock's iShares Spot Bitcoin ETF exchange traded fund, or ETF. This was false. The result of misinformation. This is the result of misinformation. The news lead originated from an unconfirmed screenshot posted by an X user who claimed it was from a Bloomberg terminal. So this person literally got a screenshot and said, "Well, that's all the research I need to do. Let's just run with it." CoinTelegraph did not ultimately publish an article with this incorrect information, but was deeply regret posting this in error on X and the impact it had caused. So usually what happens is that they'll make a tweet about something and then they'll go more in depth on it with a whole post, right? Like a whole post on their website. An internal investigation revealed that our standard standard procedure for posting breaking news on social media, wherein sources are required to be verified before posting to social media, was not followed. The timeline of events is as follows. So they pretty much give you the timeline of events, and you can see some chatter back and forth with some employees, and they made a mistake, right? They made a huge mistake, right? And of course, everyone was roasting them for it. Now, I remember that CoinTelegraph edited it and said reportedly. They should have just deleted it, right? Because they left it up for a while, and then they said, hey, we apologize for a tweet that led to dissemination of inaccurate information regarding the BlackRock Bitcoin ETF. And internal investigation is currently underway, blah, 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 and stuff like that. So that guy is probably fired if he's an intern. He probably is not going to get the job. You know, if you're working for a news outlet, you know, I don't know, breaking news that's not legit, maybe one of the key things you can't fuck up. But this person absolutely did fuck him up. So that's some, response from, CoinTelegraph and stuff. I wonder if they're going to get a bunch of class action lawsuits, because here's the interesting part of all this. Now, even though a lot of us normies weren't affected, there's a lot of people out there trading and betting on the market to pump or dump. And $65 million in Bitcoin was liquidated yesterday within minutes following the fake reports that, BlackRock spot Bitcoin ETF was approved. And you can see the big candle up and big candle down. A lot of people that were shorting the market got absolutely wrecked because it pumped for artificial reasons. So I wonder if they're going to have some sort of class action lawsuit. Big A says, do you think the SEC had a hand in release of the fake news and then criticized it in an attempt to diminish the overall credibility of the crypto sector? I mean, anything's possible. You know, conspiracy theories that have some truth to them because a lot of them are real. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Could be, could not be, I don't know. I don't know, but it's going to happen. We don't know when it's going to happen. We don't know when. Yeah. And then, of course, yeah. So she says that. So Decrypt, this is like Decrypt like should like redo this because this is not true. So at least Cointelegraph got it right with today's news, because crypto's never FDIC insured. So if you think that's true, it's not. Yeah, class action lawsuits for sure on the way. And that's pretty much the news. I mean, there's not a ton of cryptocurrency news right now. That's pretty much the hot topic. Everybody's up in arms about Uniswap charging a small fee. And then, of course, Binance US, I would get your money off of that. Honestly, when Paxos stopped minting BUSD, because how is a stable coin a security? How is a stable coin a security? And if BUSD is a security, what about USDC, which is also an American company? So I don't get that. How is a stake? I guess if you stake it, it's you can expect returns, but there's no ICO for stable coins? I don't know. The Howey test is so outdated. It's this whole situation is weird. And what really opened my eyes to this entire thing is, if you have some time, you gotta watch Altcoin Daily's interview with what's his name?
Yesterday.
My man's name. Blah 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 blah. Anthony Scaramucci. You got to watch that interview with him. It's so good, because it seems like Gary Gensler was so bullish on crypto and such a crypto bull. Not a bull, but he was like a crypto guy. He talked about blockchain technology. He wanted to work with Binance. And now that he's in with the crowd, the Democrats, you could say, and his butt buddy Elizabeth Warren, obviously she hates crypto, right? He's like coming down on it so hard. And it does seem like some big conspiracy, especially when we found out that FTX was trying to get Binance taken out. Because remember, the SEC missed FTX completely. And Congress is trying to subpoena conversations between the SEC and FTX, and they're not getting them. So, I mean, it does seem like some coordinated effort to get, to get Binance out of there. What's up, Alexandra? How you doing, baby? Good morning. Good morning. Good to have you. I saw you over on Discover the Crypto. But yeah, I mean, it's like, it all seems like it's tying together, right? Gary Gensler's like, you know what? Now that I'm at this, I'm in this job, you know what? Fuck crypto. Fuck that. I don't need it no more. I got money, I got it. I got a good job. It's crazy. Gary Gensler only went after finance because they turned him down at the job interview. That'd be the craziest, like, vengeance story and so petty of all time, right? Because that was a huge story in the space. I remember that. That was like a huge story. So Gary work for Binance. Yeah, so check this out. Give me a second. Oh, so check this out. Yeah, so this was a breaking story. It was lawyers for Binance have alleged that the Securities and Exchange Commission chair Gary Gensler offered to serve as an informal advisor to the company, according to the letter sent to the SEC on June 4th. It's like, how the hell do you go from like wanting to work there in 2019 to be like, you know what, burn it all down? Did he have this revelation? Like, oh, you know what, crypto's bad. No, I think his revelation was, well, I'm friends with Elizabeth Warren and other Democrats, so let's do what we can to regulate cryptocurrency out of existence. Because who fucking cares? You know, it's all about every man for himself. It became less about the technology and cryptocurrency and more about like a self-preservation kind of thing. Because I mean, he's set. You know, he's good. Who cares about what he taught at MIT? Who cares about that? So let's just get this industry out of here, right? That's what Elizabeth Warren wants. You know, and what's interesting is that Anthony Scaramucci even said that in this interview that no one really liked Gary Gensler. He was like the guy in the room that you didn't like. I could see that too. Gary Gensler looks like the kind of guy that would tell on you, right? In school. Like he would just tell on you for random shit. Hey, Miss so-and-so, Rodney didn't do this or Rodney didn't do that. Like a little, you know what I mean? Like that kid from Recess. Who's that little kid from Recess? Orange hair kid from Recess. This little motherfucker, right? Doesn't he look just like him? This guy, right? like that's the guy. He's gonna tell on you, right? Oh, jeez. Have you seen the clip of Larry Fink on the ETH pump dump? I did not. Let me see. You sent it to me on X. I don't see it. Did you tag me in it? You got to send it. Direct DM it to me. You know, DM it to me. Oh, Randall. Yeah, Randall. Hey, Mrs. So-and-so. Rodney forgot to bring his homework or some shit like that, you know? Never believe any of what SBF was putting out in public. Take one look at him and you know he was scared, lonely little boy with a hideous girlfriend somewhere hiding out in the game room. Well, I think he was just trying to be friends with everybody. Like he gave like Giselle and Tom Brady like $50 million for that deal. He gave Steph Curry $30 million. He was giving people millions of dollars, like just to like hook them up and get them connections and stuff. I want to play this video, but I know you guys don't like when I play videos. The Tiffany Fong video. I know you guys are not fans of that. A lot of you guys go to sleep and stuff, but it's a really good video, man. She does a good job at delivering the information. Shout out to Tiffany Fong. If you're not following Tiffany Fong and you want to get caught up to date on all the SBF stuff, I suggest you do it. First of all, she's mommy, you know. Look at these tweets. Good morning, my little buttered croissants. Good morning, my little meatballs. Yeah. But yeah. All right, let's do a little Q&A. Let's chat a little bit. What's up with you guys? I'll pay 50. Yeah, exactly. It was weird. It's like paying people money to hang out with him. Like he knew FTX was going to collapse. It seemed like he knew, but they were just trying to borrow money from everybody, and then they just knew. They just couldn't get the money, right? I don't need you to put me to sleep, Rodney. I do that on my own. Yeah, it seems to be the consensus around here. It's crazy though, you know. It's kind of nutty for me. Jesus, Edgar. Leave mommy alone. She's actually Twitter mom, you know? Like if you ever been to raves, you have like a rave mom, she's definitely Twitter mom. And guys, don't forget to come hang out for a chill and chill. I've been doing them every Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They've been pretty good. Getting a lot of people in there. They're actually growing. So that's pretty. I had like 70, almost 90 people in there yesterday. And it started off with 30. So I can't imagine it's not going to continue to pump. You know? Shout out to our boy Jake G speaking at the Central Miami. That was pretty cool. So you're the reason she pops up. That woman is gorgeous. Yeah, she has a good personality too. Like she does. Like she delivers the news. You guys just want to watch it? It's 14 minutes. What do you guys want to do? You guys want to watch it or not? What do you guys want to do? I mean, how many people are in here? We have 110 people in here. I mean, it's not a ton of people, but it's actually really good. You guys want to? Yeah, let me know in the chats. Give me some Y's, give me some no's, and I'll count the Y's and no's because we're just going to be chatting here about bullshit anyways. She seems like she just wasted money. He wasted a lot of money, bro. Had to at you not verified, so you can't DM. Really? Is that a thing now? Let me see. The ETH Foundation has been selling a lot of ETH, allegedly. I don't see it, bro. It's hard. I have so many. I'm telling you, I have so many ads, dude. Like, it's mostly just shitcoins adding me. Say, hey, check out this shitcoin. Like, no. I mean, unless you want to pay me, I'll check it out. She saw it. Fuck it. Run the video. I like that. All right, let's do it. It's actually it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
New York City watching Sam Bankman-Fried's criminal trial in person. As I've stated, it won't be televised, so I'll be sharing updates here on YouTube, on Twitter, on Substack, etc. So if you want to follow along, feel free to. If not, it's fine. So
Shadow trades. Your mother.
today we watched Nishad Singh testify against Sam Bankman-Fried. I'm not gonna lie.
It does help that she's hot, huh? It does, right? You're like, oh, everyone's like, tell us, Tiffany.
I had pretty low expectations for Nishad Singh's testimony. I think all of us were really looking forward to Caroline Ellison and Gary Wong, and I hadn't actually heard that much about Nishad, but I was wrong for that because I actually think Nishad Singh's testimony might have been the most compelling so far. That is just my opinion, but today kind of felt like watching a movie. Nishad painted a very vivid picture of Sam Bankman-Fried's sort of cavalier attitude towards using
Hey, tell me what it looks like, Teddy.
FTX customer funds. He elaborated on Sam's excessive spending, talked about being used as a straw donor for political donations, and recounted in great detail some of his one-on-one conversations with Sam Bankman-Fried about the gaping hole in FTX customer assets. So let's get into it. For those who aren't aware, Nishad Singh was the head of engineering at FTX and actually goes way back with Sam Bankman-Fried. The two went to high school together in the Bay Area, and Nishad met Sam in his sophomore or junior year of high school because he was actually very close friends with Sam's brother, Gabe Bankman-Fried. Nishad said he was actually always intimidated by Sam because he viewed him as a brilliant, formidable character. He said that he had always had a lot of respect for Sam, but that was eroded over time, and he began to view Sam as distrustful. So Nishad has already pled guilty and kicked off his testimony by blatantly admitting to committing financial crimes, stating that he defrauded customers and investors, participated in money laundering, and violated campaign finance laws. And he says he committed these crimes with Sam Bankman-Fried, Caroline Ellison, Gary Wong, and Ryan Salem, and that he actually only learned of the hole in September of 2022, 2 months before FTX and Alameda's collapse. The first key element of Nishad's testimony was his detailed explanation of Sam's excessive spending. Nishad testified that he complained frequently to Sam that the spends were too large. Apparently, Sam responded by saying people like him sowing the seeds of doubt were the real problem. And despite the fact that Sam had officially stepped down as Alameda CEO and claimed that he had very little involvement in the company, we viewed spreadsheets that confirmed that Sam led investments in companies like K5, DGA, and Anthropic, which were all listed as Alameda Research Investments. We then dove into Sam's investment in K5, which is on paper an investment firm, but seems to function largely.
Look at Sam right there. Oh my God, people are hanging out with me. Imagine paying for friends.
Largely as a company that just connects people like Sam to massive celebrities. Apparently, Sam had dinner at K5 founders Michael Kive's house in Los Angeles and came away stating, "He is probably the most connected person I've ever met." At his dinner at his house were Hillary Clinton, Doug Emhoff, Katy Perry, Orlando Bloom, Kate Hudson, Leonardo DiCaprio, Jeff Bezos, Ted Sarandos, Kendall and Kris Jenner, and Corey Gamble. This was a funny moment because Nishad Singh was asked to go down this list and identify each of these celebrities, and he recognized the majority of them, but when he got to Kendall and Kris Jenner, he said that he knew who they were, but that I honestly could not tell you what they do. Anyway, apparently Sam came away from that dinner enchanted by Michael Kives and said that we could get from them essentially infinite connections. I think if we asked them to arrange a dinner for us with Elon Musk, Obama, Rihanna, and Mark Zuckerberg, they'd probably succeed. Sam continued that this could lead to endorsement deals, unpaid partnerships, etc., and called K5 a one-stop shop for relationships. So to access these contacts, Sam ended up paying Michael Kives hundreds of millions of dollars in bonuses, and even professed that he'd be willing to spend up to $1 billion on K5. Nishad apparently felt uneasy about this investment and asked Sam if it was a done deal. Sam, however, said to consider it a done deal. Nishad begrudgingly said that if they must go through with it, the money should come from Sam himself rather than FTX's funds. Ultimately, however, the spreadsheet shows that the funds apparently came from Alameda Research, so I guess he kind of got what he asked for, but also Alameda Research was using FTX customer funds. So we then got into endorsement deals. Sam agreed to spend $205 million on FTX Arena, $150 million on MLB, $30 million on Steph Curry, $50 million on Tom Brady and Gisele Bundchen, and $10 million for Larry David to appear in their Super Bowl commercial. Apparently, Sam signed off on spending a total of $1.13 billion on endorsements. We then got into Sam's spending on real estate. When Sam was looking for a Bahamas apartment, he expressed interest in the lavish $30 million apartment that they ended up living in. Nishad expressed reservations about the apartment since it was so ostentatious, but apparently Sam really liked the views and told Nishad that he'd pay $100 million to stop the drama about it. So Nishad took this as a signal to shut up. Anyway, apparently in August or September of 2022, Alameda's account did not have nearly enough collateral if you did not include their enormous line of credit. And when I say enormous, Alameda actually had a $65 billion line of credit on FTX, whereas
Holy $65 billion line of credit. Check this out. Look at the comparisons.
the largest line of credit any other customer on FTX had was in the single to double digit millions. So apparently around that time, Nishad Singh wrote script to determine how much collateral they were lacking, which would reveal how much of their line of credit they were drawing on. At which point he discovered that Alameda was drawing on $10 billion from FTX. Nishad brought this to Sam's attention, and apparently Sam responded by asking if he was including their other accounts and sub-accounts, and also asked if Nishad, Gary, and Caroline could all transfer their personal serum holdings to make it look like Alameda had more collateral than it really did. He also asked Nishad to backdate the transfers to make it look like the funds were there the entire time. Nishad then testified that the purpose of this little exercise was to fool the recipient of the data, the CFTC. Later in 2022, Sam sent Nishad Singh and Gary Wong a document in which he contemplated shutting down Alameda Research. We've covered this in previous videos, but Sam basically said he didn't have faith in the competency of its leadership anymore and was worried it was a PR risk to FTX. Nishad offered his perspective, stating that they shouldn't shut down Alameda as a whole, but should shut down Alameda on FTX. He provided a list of things they'd have to do to accomplish this, stating that they would have to close down illiquid markets, revamp how the OTC system worked, and most importantly, have Alameda close down its accounts and return everything it was negative on. Sam apparently responded to this list, stating, "Not crazy," but when Nishad sent this same proposal to Caroline Ellison, she replied, "That's impossible." Apparently, this was because they would not be able to close down their accounts. Gary Wong then revealed that Alameda Research was borrowing $13 billion from FTX. Nishad testified that in June, he thought Alameda was perfectly healthy, but that September was an absolutely devastating reality. He understood that this $13 billion of borrowing had to be from FTX customer funds because FTX simply did not have that much money. He brought this to Sam Bankman-Fried's attention and testified that Sam seemed unsurprised. So apparently late that evening, Nishad spoke to Sam on the balcony of the Orchid penthouse. Nishad was pacing around the balcony while Sam was reclined on a chair. Nishad began stating, "Caroline's really freaked out by the NAV situation, or NAV, net asset value." Sam responded, "I'm not sure what there is to worry about. NAV is great by any measure." Nishad asked, "What about the borrows we can't repay?" Sam responds, "Right, that. We are a little short on deliverables, or in other words, apparently assets that can be repaid." Nishad asks, "How much are we short by?" Sam responds, "Wrong question. Real question is, how much can we deliver? I think $5 billion. Given weeks, substantially more. Given more weeks, substantially more. This has been taxing me for 5 to 10% of my productivity over the last year." In other words, Sam insinuates he's known about this for at least a year. Nishad responds, "I think it'll hit me a lot harder." Sam says, "Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have circulated that document about shutting down Alameda. So he should have hid this longer?" Nishad asks, "What are we going to do?" Sam responds with a list, stating, "I'm not too worried. We can sell off Alameda's illiquid but valuable assets and properties, make other assets more valuable. We can begin selling FTX equity and raising money from investors. And FTX US futures could be a boom for the company." Nishad asks, "Will you take expenses more seriously going forward?" Sam says, "Yeah, definitely. I'm working on that with Romnick." Apparently, this conversation left Nishad Singh horrified. He said, 5 years of blood, sweat, and tears working for something I thought was good but turned out to be something evil. He said every day after that conversation, he considered leaving FTX but was worried that his departure might precipitate a collapse that could be avoidable. Later, Sam ended up going on a trip to the Middle East, apparently in an attempt to raise funds. When he came back to the office, he regaled employees with stories of how successfully the trip had gone. Nishad, who understandably still felt uneasy, asked to meet with Sam privately. Nishad began, I'm really not doing well. I might quit. How's it going with Nav? What's the plan? Any updates? Sam replied by describing prospects for raising capital from investors in the Middle East. He said it was possible they make $5 billion from this, but it was also possible they made $0. In reality, however, they needed $13 billion. So Nishad responded, okay, but we have a lot left we need. What's the plan? Sam responded that the main plan is making FTX successful and growing it. He continued that a huge part of that depends on you, so you can take things off my plate. Nishad noted that Sam was incredibly tense during this conversation. Apparently, there were long moments of silence. He also said that Sam has some physical tells when he's thinking hard or upset. For example, he closes his eyes and grinds his teeth in his mouth and would.
Can you imagine SBF just like SBF, man, dude, SBF, like these testimonies are so damning. The thing about it is that these people are also guilty, right? But it shows that Sam Bankman-Fried was the ringleader behind all this, right? He was the head honcho, right? He knew that they were doing some shady shit, right?
Would glare up intensely at Nishad when Nishad would ask for updates. Nishad said that he ended up apologizing to Sam for asking for the meeting because he could tell that his line of questioning was so unwelcome by Sam. So anyway, did Sam's excessive spending end up changing after their conversation in September? Nishad said he had been pushing for Sam to cut spending and was successful in doing so and actually cut spending by hundreds of millions of dollars, but that Sam simply wouldn't cut a lot of his spending. For example, endorsement deals, acquisitions, and FTX office plans. Sam also decided to invest $250 million into Modulo Capital, a hedge fund founded by his former flame, Lily Zhang, on September 26, 2022, which was clearly after Sam and Nishad's conversation about a $13 billion hole. So overall, I think Nishad Singh has actually been the most effective witness in illustrating Sam's excessive spending and his cavalier attitude towards using FTX customer funds. We then got into Nishad being used as a straw donor for political donations. Apparently, Ryan Salem had access to both Sam Bankman-Fried and Nishad Singh's bank accounts and would simply transfer money out of their accounts to make political donations. Occasionally, Nishad would receive an email about this with a link that he would have to click on and just approve. He also notes that many of these donations were made after September when he had learned about the hole. In other words, a lot of these donations were effectively made using FTX customer funds. Apparently, Gabe Bankman-Fried, Sam's brother, also asked Nishad to sign a bunch of blank checks so that him and his team could use them for political donations. And why were these donations being made under Nishad's name? Apparently for advantageous optics. Nishad was told, you being the center-left face of our political spending means you giving to a lot of woke shit. So I think I've covered most of the highlights from Nishad Singh's testimony, but he also testified that leading up to the collapse, he went through severe emotional distress. He felt guilty for participating in the fraud after September 2022, and he was actually suicidal for several days. Obviously, I'm not saying that his feelings excuse him from participating in any of this, but I will say, out of the inner circle of Sam Bankman-Fried, Caroline Ellison, and Gary Wang, I personally feel he is the least complicit out of the four. If he's not lying in his testimony, it does sound like he learned about the hole pretty late in the game, literally 2 months before FTX's collapse. And it doesn't sound like any of this criminal activity was his idea. It does sound like a lot of it was directed by Sam Bankman-Fried, and he claims that he continually expressed his reservations about what was going on, and he has already pled guilty to his criminal charges. So my point here is not claiming that he's innocent, but that the fact that he's already pled guilty to his criminal charges and is owning up to his actions and taking responsibility makes Sam Bankman-Fried, who is at the helm of all of this and apparently directed a lot of this behavior, but claims to be completely innocent on all of his criminal charges, it makes Sam look really, really bad. So, in sum, it is not looking so good for Sam Bankman-Fried. I thought Nishad Singh's testimony was incredibly damning, and we will be watching his cross-examination tomorrow, so I'll let you know how that goes. I've been posting little excerpts from my conversations with Sam Bankman-Fried for my paid Twitter and my paid Substack subscribers. So, if you're interested in seeing any of that, you can feel free to subscribe to me, but otherwise, I'll still be posting these summaries publicly for anyone on Twitter or YouTube, so if you want to follow along, you can. By the way, I wanted to give a quick shout out to my sponsor, Aura. Aura is an identity theft and data security company that protects you from scammers and hackers by scanning the web and the dark web for your sensitive information, like your password.
We're playing the ad because we watched her video, okay?
Your phone number, your home address, etc., and alerts you immediately if it finds anything and automatically requests removal for you. Aura's actually found a ton of my personal information, like my passwords, my home address, and my phone number, leaked out there on the internet and successfully removed a lot of that for me. So I actually pay for a subscription to Aura, but they're offering my followers a 2-week free trial at aura.com/Tiffany or using this handy little QR code right here. I personally think it's worth checking out the 2-week free trial, even if just to see if any of your personal information has been leaked out there on the internet or on the dark web so that you can try to get it removed. Anyway, I will be back tomorrow with more updates, and I love you all so very much, and I'll talk to you soon.
Nice, very informative. And I know a bunch of people are coming into the room and saying I'm doing Binance FUD. It's not FUD, dude. Binance US is in trouble, man. You can't withdraw your dollars on it. You know what I mean? So stop saying it's FUD. It's like it's true. Like, you can't stop to get your money off of Binance US. You know, but the writing has been on the walls for a while, right? So, FYI, people coming in the room thinking I'm just fudding, you know. But isn't that crazy? Sam Bankman-Fried is wild, and bro. And then we heard yesterday that his lawyer wants him to get more Adderall so he can testify. He can't testify without all that Addy, baby. I'm not sure if he even has a prescription for it. I don't know. But usually people consume way more than their prescription, you know. Let's revisit some of my funny favorite SBF moments. Give me 1 second here. This shit was so funny. Hold on. SBF running. What was it right here? Remember when they saw him and they caught him running away? Remember that? Like, said, look at him. Oh shit, that's funny. What was this? Oh boy. Ooh, that's awkward. Oh, sorry. Had to take a shower after that one. Woo! Oh, golly. Jeez. What's up, Taz? She's delivering the best news. That's not my fault. She's hot. Look, I don't get to choose. She's delivering the best Sam Bankman-Fried news. It's better than like CNBC. CNBC's been doing videos too, but she's actually in the courtroom. Bernie, no. What are you saying? What kind of weird shit are you saying, Bernie? Fudney, you would fud my wife at my wedding, and I trusted you, bro. Please send your Ethereum here so I can buy Saitama. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, she's a baddie. I mean, but it's like, I don't know what you want. She's delivering the news. I don't get to choose that she's hot, you little crypto dweebs. Can we stop seeing a hot woman and going, oh my God, even though I do that all the time? Stop. You guys stop, though. I can do it. Not you guys, though. Oh, geez. Let's watch some of these shorts. What is this?
Summer, for me, a lot of it was just about
That's not a good angle for Caroline. Hey, that's not a good angle for Caroline, huh?
sort of, readjusting my expectations and being open to whatever happened. I think like every week or so, something like weirder than the previous week would happen. And I was like, okay, I just like mentally, adjusted myself to, okay, we're farming comp. And then it's.
I bet her and Sam Bankman-Fried call it coitus. Hey, you trying to come over and have a session of some coitus? Clavin.
Like, oh, now we're farming these things that are like foods, and then now we're farming these like whatever weird like meta food thing.
Oh my god. Ew. Oh my god.
And at the end of the day, I was CEO of FTX, and that means whatever happened, wherever it happened, I had a duty. I had a duty to all of our stakeholders, to our customers, our creditors. I had a duty to our employees, to our investors, and to the regulators in the world, to do right by them, to make sure the right things happen to the company. And clearly, I didn't do a good job of that. Clearly, I
yeah, fucking clearly, SBF
are things I would give anything to be able to do over again. I didn't ever try to commit fraud on anyone. I was excited about the prospects of FTX.
This guy is a liar, bro. What's this? Who made this? Who made this? They should have put some music on this. That's actually pretty funny. Rod, if I get some Ethereum sent to that, I'll get you pick somebody from your chat to give it to. Yeah, sure. Yeah. We'll start doing giveaways when the bull market starts coming back in, guys. I gotta tighten it up around here, you know? When SBF goes to jail, he'll be stupid enough to hire the two biggest guys to protect him, and when it comes to pay him, he'll... I know, right? Sorry, guys. I have FTT to... Actually, I think... What is FTT at right now? They're thinking about reopening that exchange, and it might be okay. Hey, it's $1 a piece, bro. FTT, baby, $1 a piece. You know? Damn, what is this all-time high? It wasn't that much, was it? Yeah, like $50, $70. Damn, looking like Saitama. It's funny, I made a Saitama video yesterday saying that I'm gonna give him another chance, but the real reason why I made that video was to just put that ad in it. Got him. I don't really care about Saitama anymore. I think that the new developers or developer, well, he's an old developer, but without the other developers, doesn't really like what the old guys are doing. So, you know, The Simpsons. If the Simpsons, Mr. Smithers' assistant had an abortion. Oh my God, Suzuki. Excuse me. I'm a little sick still. Oh, Lord. Oh, God, it's so juicy. Thank you. Do you like my ad? It was pretty good, huh? It was a pretty good ad. I didn't get paid enough for that. That was a lot of work for not enough pay. But it was fun. It was like a challenge to me to make it. It's a good protocol. I mean, they've been around for 5 years. I put some money in there. See what happens. But interest-bearing like protocols are always a little choppy. That was payback for the Saitama video yesterday. I understand. I totally understand. Don't you guys love these? Oh shit! Oh my God! Shit! I love Twitter now. It's like some of these pages called like "fuck around, find out," like shows like crazy things. Like what's this? Oh no! Wait, can I show this on YouTube? I don't think I can. Oh! I don't think I can show that on YouTube. I think I'm gonna get my channel banned. Rodney Caroline and Gary Gensler look like relatives. That is true. Rodney, would you wear a thong when you go drinking? Pretty sus if you don't, bro. Dude, I always wear a thong. I'm wearing a thong right now, dude. When just like Tomahawk coming? I told you, when you guys send me 10K in ETH, I'll do it. Until I have a donation wallet, which I've never gotten one single donation by donation wallet. But if you send me 10K in ETH, I'll do a Say Tomahawk. I won't. I'll just take your money and never do it. What's up, Chaba? How you doing, baby? I'm doing well. How about you? What happened? I fucking love Psycho Hunt. What happened? So many people hurt for life for a video nobody will care about. Yeah, well, some of these videos we care about. I think. Oh, this is pretty. I already know what's gonna happen here. This can't be bad. Was that Sandstorm? This is why kids are so expensive, because kids do dumb shit like that, right? I watched so many videos of kids just wrecking things. Like I saw one the other day where two like boys were just like playing, like recording something, playing in the house. Like one like broke the ceiling fan and like fell down. It's like, that's why kids are expensive. Oh, this is pretty funny though. In the spirit of Halloween, can you imagine going to like a haunted trail and seeing this? Look at this.
Are you okay?
Right.
Oh my god.
Oh, no,
dude.
you're not.
Check this
You
out.
okay? Oh, gosh. Are you okay?
What a fail, dude. Worst Halloween trail ever. Ooh woo. Ooh woo. Is it a Batman or Superman thong? It's a Superwoman thong. Fudney, when was the last time you invested some money in Saitama? Shit. Actually, I bought the dip of Saitama like in April of last year. Just because I thought it would pump. I was wrong. My $5 in Saitama will end up being 10K and I will send it to you. I appreciate that. That's wishful fucking thinking. Love it when people think you can hang from a ceiling light. Yeah, that's not what that's for. I don't think people understand that that's not what that's for. Right? Oh, Bates says I got a new Jayhawk. Dude, Bates coming with the heaters, bro. The Pokemon one got me, bro. Check this one out. All right, you guys want to guess this Pokemon? Hold on.
Who's that Pokemon?
All right, who's it? Yes, guess. That's funny, baby. I hate y'all. You don't have to release that, though? No, we do, Jayhawk. We need to see that video. It's me, guys. It's me. I'm the Pokemon. It's Rodney. No, it's Rodney, not Diglett. You thought it was Diglett. You thought it was Diglett. There was a funny ass Doug Trio one I saw. You know how Doug Trio's underground? I saw this one. It's like that's what they look like underground. What the fuck? That's how Doug Trio actually looks underground, bro. Actually, there it is right there. My next space on X is at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't have a Pokemon collection. You guys want to see that again, you little weirdos?
Who's that Pokemon?
This is funny to you guys? Is this funny to you? You guys laughing at my pain? This is funny to you guys. Really? Really? This? I never. Grow up. How about you guys just grow up? You know? How about you guys just grow up? You know? How about you guys just grow up? You know? Catch them all. How about you guys just grow? How about this chat just grows up? Okay? God. This needs to be your Twitter pic. I like how the Fudney has flames on it. Obey didn't have to do all that, you know. He didn't have to go through those struggles. He didn't have to go through all that for me. Time for weirdos. I have merch, but it's really old. I gotta update it. You look like a Pokemon. You more look like Cabbage Patch Kid. Damn, why are we roasting me, bro? This is the most entertaining live I've seen since you started streaming. No way. There's no way. How is this the most entertaining live? We've come on. I'm ending with the BitBoy song today, by the way, because it's almost time for me to get out of here, guys. You guys see me in the Tezzy watching football highlights? Don't talk to me. All right, guys. It is time to get out of here for the day. I do appreciate you guys, and we're going to end with the banger, okay? All right, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Smash the like on your way out, and let's listen to BitBoy. F's in the fucking chat, baby. I want to see F's in the chat. I want to see some spam, baby. Some grade A spam. Saitama song will be tomorrow. I'll do that. Spam F's in the chat. Let's go. See you guys.
I'm not scared of you. I'm not scared of you, Carlos. You're all going to prison. I am not scared. I'm not scared of you, PJ. Open your eyes. Open your ears. Use your brain. I fired him. Wake up. Hidden network employees, you are basically in a cult right now. I don't want to see you in long-term trouble. Confusion. Guys, there is no they. There is no they. I'm not scared of you. I'm not scared of you, Carlos. You're all going to prison. I am not scared. I'm not scared of you, PJ. All of these people are involved in a criminal conspiracy to overthrow me from my company. Why? Because they were jealous that Cassie made $50,000 a month. Because they were jealous that Cassie made $50,000 a month. Why? I still offered you one last chance to not go to prison. This is in motion. Once I meet with the FBI next week, I cannot stop what is coming. I'm not scared of you. I'm not scared of you, Carlos. You're all going to prison. I am not scared. I'm not scared of you, PJ. I'm not scared of you. I'm not scared of you, Carlos. You're all going to prison. I am not scared. I'm not scared of you, PJ. I am not scared of you, John.